How to make an extra $50,000 by Christmas. What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here.
Rick Ginn here.
And in today's video, we're going to share with you exactly how in the next couple months you can clear $50,000. Now, I want to make this statement very, very clear. You can make $50,000 from just one deal. You are one call away. You are one text away. You are one connection or network away from $50,000. So don't be mistaken how in the next 2 months you can do it, because heck, in the next 2 minutes you can do it. If you're able to actually start contacting sellers, letting people know who you are, and just go out here and make some money wholesaling real estate, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Just takes one.
Guys, I tell you how many times my first couple of years wholesaling, I'm just like, man, should I keep going? Should I go find that corporate job? And then long as I constantly hunted for motivated sellers. And when I say hunting, it was an obsession through the marketing. One would always eventually show up, even during my lowest points of time. The key is you have to go out and you have to seek it. You have to not chase them, but you have to be a master marketer. Remember, our specialty is in marketing and locating motivated sellers, people who need to sell their house, not people that want to sell their house. You consistently do it. Here's the secret, guys. I can't tell you what day that lead's coming. I wish I could. So you're going to have a little bit of faith and commit to it and do it long term, because those that take a ton of action and consistently market, it's a crazy thing, but they find $50,000 deals. So it's up to you guys. You got to get going. We've had 2 deals this week alone within our company that are over $50,000. One's 93, and I believe the other one's at 60. And yes, both came from people.
There are 2 fat ones this week
with very, very little experience that just kept pressing forward.
And they're not usual. I want to because we do the volume of deals, we always hit like 1 or 2 massive deals a week. But I will tell you that, I mean, we always hit those 20, 30 Ks, every day. But when we get those 90s and those big ones, it's exciting, right? And it's not that it's like it's unusual or it's something that's kind of outside the realm of what is possible. Anyone can do it. Anyone. And this is what I'm telling you today of how you can start doing this the right way so you can get stupid rich wholesaling houses. So let's kind of break this all down, this method. I'm also calling this kind of what we call our 100 challenge. And this is just a challenge for everyone to start implementing 100 in here, right? So like going out here and using 100. Just think about that. Like a lot of the kids say the meme, keep it 100, right? Mm-hmm. 100. That is what we're looking to do. And we're here to implement a new sport. So I talked about this on Tuesday, but it's something I've been telling everyone about. But you love MMA. I love MMA too, but you love MMA.
We're gonna mix wholesaling and MMA.
It's called mixed martial arts, right? So we're mixing some things up here. We're calling it MMO, make more offers.
Okay.
Not MMA, but MMO. So mixed martial arts, it's make more offers. So I kind of talked about this week, but I'm going to talk about it again. If you're looking to make money wholesaling and you're going to just ask me a blanket statement, how do I make more money? How do I get my first deal? The only statement I'm going to tell you is MMO, make more offers. At the end of the day, if I take anyone in a room and I figure out who is making the most money in the business and who is not, disproportionately, the people making the most money are making the most offers. Not how many hours they're spending in the business, not how many calls they're making, not who has the perfect CRM dialed system with the automation Zapier integrated. No. Who is making more offers? That is what it is at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, and you guys have to understand too, is a lot of you thinking like, well, I don't really know how to do this wholesaling. Listen, let me let you in a little secret. If you can just locate motivated sellers and find someone who's willing to cut a deal in their house, usually with motivating circumstances, you don't need to know how to do everything. Number one, go to freehwholesaling.com. Number two, if you have a great deal and you have no skill sets and you just found it yesterday at freehwholesaling.com, reach out to sellmypaper.com, reach out to me and Zach. That's why we won't do JVs. I rather you split the deal with us, learn and earn and do the deal. Then you get access to me and Zach. You get a Flip with Rick Plus. Remember, the highest skill set you have in wholesaling is locating and contacting the motivated sellers. I can tell you this, in my 21 years, the number one thing people do to me go, hey, Rick, there's like 2 houses in foreclosure on my street. You're like, can I just give you the deal and you split it with them? Nobody wants to do the work. Just pick up the phone and call them, go knock on the door, have a conversation with them and help them. If you're just your true authentic self, but everybody goes, I'm not ready. I don't have enough experience. Here's the secret to wholesaling. You take action, you market, you connect with people that need to get their house sold, not people that want to sell their house. And you can put a deal together. You don't have to know everything. This is the big secret. So you get a $50,000 deal. If I taught you how to do everything, partnered up with you, and only made money when you made money, is that something you're interested in doing it? And by the way, every one of you can do this on your own. I believe in you. Zach believes in you. But if you need help, it's there. Stop waiting till you know everything. That did not work out well in school for you. You go and get your college degrees or your high school diplomas, and then you got to go find out how the real world works. So if you know that, just go out. Stop waiting to know everything. It is a trap. Nobody knows everything. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they just progressed forward. The cool thing is you can actually make money and learn the business. Whereas most other places, if you go through a guru, you got to part with your money to get a skill set. We've really demystified that. And so you have no excuse, but it's up to you. Stop trying to learn everything. Just go out and locate. Whoever locates the best motivated sellers makes the most money.
That's it. So this is our 100 challenge. So let's start really breaking down what this 100 challenge is. Number one, I would focus, if you can, 100 contacts. If you're crazy, I'm putting the craziest one up first. 100 contacts a day. If you can really focus on 100 contacts a day, you're never gonna have a struggle making 25 grand a month, right? And it's a lot, but like if you have 100 people to pick up the phone, you're gonna do good. You're gonna be fine, kid, right? And that's kind of the goal. It's very hard for a lot of people to hit that, but if you can hit that, that'd be the first thing I'm talking about. 100 contacts. If you're able to do that, do that. That is by far probably the number one thing I tell anyone to be doing. Make 100 contacts a day. Pick up a hello from a call, someone looking at your message from a text, whatever it is. Let's focus on just that 100, right?
Yeah, it's no coincidence that someone that can make 100 contacts has a better chance of getting their first or multiple wholesale deals. Here's the thing, guys. When you get a lead, say you get a list, you get a government list, you reverse driving for dollars. I would love to tell you which one of those are going to be a $50,000 deal. But here's the key is, say you got 100 on there. One of them, there's a deal, but I can't tell you which one it is. So how do you attack it? Start at 1, finish at 100. I have done this game for 21 years. You have no idea which one's going to play with you. And honestly, the first conversation is not going to be the best clue either. You have to go through a process, a system of basically underwriting, which we teach you qualifying at freehwholesaling.com. But like everybody goes, well, I just want to call 5 of the best ones. It doesn't work that. I've tried every tool, even AI will help, but like you have to be willing just to go through it. Because at the end of the day, if I put 100 leads on your desk, you can't try to like move paperwork around which one's going to be the best odds. That's what you've been taught your entire life. Who can I call so I don't have to call 100 people? Call all 100. You'll be amazed at what happens. And if you instill that now, then you can actually scale your business and grow. But guys, the more leads, the more opportunities. You just don't know which one it is. So call them all.
I always say this, the more work you put in, the luckier you get. And, I talk about people who get really lucky in these big fat deals, and they get lucky because they just put the work in. And the chance of you striking gold if all you do is mine all day, it's a lot higher than you just doing it once. You buy more lottery tickets, so you end up have a better chance of winning. Now, this is way better than the lottery, in my opinion, because you're making 50 grand by literally maybe 4 or 5 hours, really a day if you want to go crazy. That's all you really need if you really want to be getting consistent deals. And so let's kind of talk about this 100 offers challenge. What lists make us the most money, the most motivation, and the most cash right now? Let's talk about this. In a week, make it a goal, 100 pre-foreclosures. Let's do that. I know that's crazy. No, it's not really crazy. What was that? 10 a week, maybe? I mean, 15. Like, I'm not talking about anything crazy. But by Christmas time, you need to put out 100 pre-foreclosures. Did I stutter? No! 100. I don't think I'm being crazy for you asking. These are just 100 people not paying their mortgage payments, and just reach out to them. It's crazy that the more you do this, the more people you actually end up talking to that actually want to sell the property, write a contract, and you get paid. It happens. It happens all the time. You just got to do that. And heck, you want to hear something crazier? 100 probates a week. That is something else I'm demanding you to do. What happens when you talk to people whose family members passed away and they just have ugly, stinking houses sitting there? What happens?
It's more opportunities.
You magically get big deals, right? You magically get lucky. You magically go out here and make a ton of cash. You magically start having success. Probates, by far and none, is the greatest lottery ticket you can have. Think about this. I'd probably say if you want to get really statistical, all right, if I give you a lottery ticket and it was 40 grand and it was one of those raffles, right? Mm-hmm. And, there's only 400 tickets. What would you do if you knew each ticket was $1? You would buy all 400 tickets, right? You almost guarantee or heck, you'll buy 300 tickets. Have a 75% chance of making 40 grand, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? If you just reach out to 400 probates, you have I would probably call it a 40, 50, 60% chance of getting a deal. Once at 1,000 probates, you're in the 80s. Yeah. If you call, text, send a letter to every probate. And you guys will scratch and claw and cry about all the probate stuff. But if you just do that, you're going to win. That is it. Right?
Yeah, I go on and on about probates. They're special. They are not an overnight hit, but I'm just telling you, they're the highest profit. And then if I could tell you to plant a seed at like a nickel seed and come back and pick up $100 in 3 months, would you do it? And the problem is you're in a society where everybody wants instant rewards. You can get instant rewards in wholesaling by going through the government list and really pushing the volume. But why not put a couple probates in there? If you want 6-figure deals, I guarantee 90% of them are in probates. Did I say it was hard? No, it's not hard. It's easy. The problem is most of you quit after a month. You're like, I got nothing. I go, I didn't tell you it's going to work in a month. It might work in a month. It might work in 6 months. So you can work multiple jobs and do your probates in your sleep. Once you figure out how to get the leads and then you figure out how to attack them, which the best way is do our template letter, freehwholesaling.com. And then honestly, just cold call them. I call it, kind of nicknamed it warm calling. And you just got to use your listening skills. Rick, I don't know about probate. It's confusing. It's scary. Somebody died. That was me. Don't be me. Don't be a Rick. You got to understand, just because you're scared because you don't understand it. Well, what if I hurt someone's feelings and they get really upset, like they call me a vulture? What did I tell you? Dude, remove your feelings and emotions. You're only calling to offer a service and be a real human being.
Yeah.
Don't be a bottom feeder. Just try to help. If there's a problem you can help them solve, why not? If they don't have a problem, they're going to get rid of you anyways. You can't take it personally. So if you understand that, I used to think, oh, you're ambulance chasing nothing. If you don't do it, then who else is going to do it? I firmly believe as a wholesaler that I am your best option, period. End of story, with all my conviction. And that's one of the reasons I do so well in wholesaling. And you guys have to convince yourself, every person you meet with, you are the best solution, hands down. And if you don't believe that, you're not going to do well in doing it. When I used to work in corporate America, they used to sell me products I know I didn't believe in. And that's why I hated it so much. And so when I did wholesaling, I said, hey, I'm going to marry it. I help people out and don't even buy their house. I just want to help people out. But deep down, every person I meet with, especially in probate, if they're willing to sell the house, they usually come with lots of problems. I solve it. I make their life easier. I believe I'm the best person, and it comes through. Everybody else just wants to list it and buy the house. I want to help you solve your problem. And part of that is buying the house.
Yeah. Also, I would also argue with what you say, but also I will let you know, we have a lot of statements. So me and Rick, we believe in the cash offer. By far, none. It's the best one, right? What we do is the best for the seller. But also, I also believe I'm not the best for the seller at the same time. And what I mean by that is when I have someone in probate, I'm like, do you want a cash offer or do you want to list it? If you want the most, I'm not the best. I tell the seller first and foremost, if you want the most, I'm not the best. But when you say you want cash, I am the best.
Yeah.
And so I want to let everyone know that, because some wholesalers take what you say and then they try to convince someone, don't go with a realtor. Oh no, what if they know about a realtor?
No, listen, I always tell people, why don't you just list it if they're going towards that? Listen, I'm not going to be the highest offer, but I promise you I'll be the best offer. And that's it, because it's more than just getting the highest price. Most probates we deal with, they're run down, they're extremely outdated, they're vacant, there's a lot of issues pending. The PR is out of state, the personal representative, and like, you can list it, but like, you have to do all the stuff. It's never going to pass inspection. What are you going to walk away with, and what's your energy? If you've ever been through probate, it is an emotional roller coaster. It is somebody's home at some time, usually. And we teach you how to navigate through that. And I'm never going to be the highest offer. I just throw it out like right up front. If you're going to be the highest offer, you're going to be the loser. In wholesaling, you do not pay the most, but you provide the biggest solutions that no other realtor, wholesaler, investor can provide.
Also, I want to include this too. About Mark just says, please get to the point and talk something. You turn a 2-minute topic into 1 hour. So about Mark, let's do this right now.
Cute.
Now, Mark, if you're able right now, I'm going to give a streamer a link. Okay. I'm going to prove a point here. I'm a man of my word. About Mark, right here's the streamer link you're going to join, Mark. If you have done 100 probates a week for the past 2 months, and you can prove it right now, I will end the stream right now and get to the effing point. But about Mark, if you just want to shut up and stay broke, start complaining. I'm being real serious right now.
No, get that language off there. We don't need it up there.
We don't need that stupid language on here. But I'm just telling you.
See, this is the problem is people want instant gratification, results. Dude, there's plenty of gurus that give it to you. Go give them their $5 or $10 grand and take it. They'll take it from you, and you're just going to come back here. So like, just understand, if you're going to take that attitude, I know what your situation is, but you're not helping by providing,
hey,
if you're going to whine, dude, I got no cheese for you, man. If you want to go whine, go with some paid guru, and I'm sure they'll babysit you on the deal type of deal. But show me someone who's done more probate deals than me. Like, just throw it out there.
Here's the problem. The reason I want to bring that up is I'm not trying to rile things up, broke boy. But I can tell you, you're a broke boy for complaining, because if you were doing 100 probates a week, you are not a broke boy. You're a rich boy. And I don't really know anyone who does 100 probates a week that stays broke.
Yeah.
And so I could look at him. I'm not even judging the guy, but I could tell by the man that he does not market enough. And I'm literally telling you exactly what you should be doing. We're laying off.
Give the cheat sheet.
We said 100 pre-foreclosures, 100 probates. We're talking about probates. So get to the point. The fact that you're trying to just, probate, get to the point. No, tell me what I really need to do. We're here. Probates. We're talking about it. We're talking about how much to do. Oh my Lord.
So that's how you
Holy
So
moly.
if you're Mark, if you're going to take that route, you'll be nothing more than a transactional wholesaler. And I promise you, you'll have zero success. There's plenty of people who teach it. They write me offers every day on my properties. I never even acknowledge them. But like, if you don't want to take the time to understand it, like first of all, we're on here an hour and a half. So it's going to be more than an hour. And we walk it through. You're probably a guy who goes to freehwholesaling.com, spends about a minute or two in there and just tries some quick action and calls it a day. But hop online if you want to discuss it.
But here's the thing, Mark. I gave you a streamer link. Hop on and prove it to me. I will end the stream right now and get to the point. You just have to show me you're doing what I'm saying and it doesn't work. Just do it. I beg anybody. Show me that any of the stuff that I teach. Here's the problem. The people that do it, heck, on Tuesday we had 3 people. First 3 people in the streamer link.
Yeah.
Deal, and deal.
Yep.
Right? Deal, and deal. You know what they said? Zach, I did what you said and I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Shocker. Shocking statement. Like, come on, get out of here. Like, the thing of why I do what I do is because I'm not doing it for Mark. Because Broke Boy Mark don't want to talk. And Broke Boy Mark don't want to do what I say.
Mark, click on, man. Like, we're not like the other guys who just hide and like let the comments go rampant.
I showed his face and his name. And so, Mark,
come on, Mark, show us how to do it, baby.
Embarrassing yourself because I'm showing my name and face out here. You showed your name and face. Hop on, Mark, and let's talk. Be a man and face me. Here's the problem. Everyone wants to yap. When you see me in person, I'll pop up the Chase bank account. We'll pop up your bank account and see who's giving better wholesaling advice.
But if you just want to get to the end, and you just want to cheat sheet, like, dude, the same person is going to order a #1 meal at McDonald's. Like, there's no value there. So, like, I can't do it, man. Like, and if you're going to do it, like, but these comments, and we shouldn't be giving attention to people like that. But I'm using an example.
Oh, he deserves attention to know that he is the problem. He is the problem. He is the reason why I go out here and do what I do. Because if you were to decide to be a person that says, get to the point, well, stop talking about probate. If you're telling yourself, because he's probably doing what some people here were doing. I'm not calling you out, but like, if you're thinking, get to the point, stop talking about probates. The fact that you're just trying to skip over what we're talking about is an absolute reason why you're not where you're at right now, right? There's a reason why. And everyone in here, you go in the comment section, who are the ones doing well? They're doing the pre-foreclosures. They're doing the probates. They're doing the things right. Heck, I see people out here, right? I see people out here saying, I'm struggling. And I'm like, well, are you doing what we're saying? And usually it's no. Let's get back to business here. And I'm going to take my sweet time. Because if you want to shut me up, the best thing you can do is just do what I tell you to do and don't get results. And then prove to me over a year you don't get any results from it.
Yeah,
I don't have anyone. So probates, they work.
Let's get back.
They get you money. Don't be like a Mark, okay? That's how you do it. Now, if you want to start making money, unlike Mark, you could be code violations. That's another great thing to do. Guys, 100 code violations is all you need. These are properties that are just ugly. Code enforcement finds them, and you just reach out to them. There's not much to say about them. Go to code enforcement. They say no. Keep persisting. And get a list of every active code violation for single-family house, preferably tall grass, preferably structural damage, mold, mildew, whatever you want to call it. But these make money. These make money. Heck, don't get me crazy, but you got to remember this too. There's not one person on the internet. I'm not even trying to toot my horn, but I'm just telling you just facts. There's not one person on the internet that has produced more money for people than me and Rick. And it's a crazy statement to say, but it's not at the same time. There's not one person who gets sent the most, I got my first deal because of you, than anyone else. Name whoever you want. They don't have a free wholesaling course. They might have a YouTube channel. They don't teach you anything. They're all funneled to $14,000 programs, okay? Nobody has the largest wholesaling course on the internet besides me and Rick. And we're the only ones that teach you it for free. If you want to do your on-market wholesaling, go to your on-market person. See how that ends up.
Mark,
okay.
Go buy your $197 cheat sheet. You'll wind up right back here. I promise you. So I'm just listen. We have to tell you, 99% of the comments are you guys are doing great, But keep in mind, what we and Zach do as a public service, we're the only ones that do it. Everybody hides behind a paywall. Take the information. Like, I do not hide anything. Most people will not take the 5 or 6 hours to go all the way through freehwholesaling.com. We keep statistics on it. We learn what you do. The ones that go all the way through it and do it multiple times, hop on, engage in questions, hop on the Discord, do everything else, go to Wholesaling House of Thrill. Those are the ones that win. The ones that just, I want to steal your secrets and walk. There's no secrets. Here's the key. You got to do the work. And like, if you think you're going to come in here and run over people and just take it, you're part of the problem. Think of anything you've ever gotten in life that's worth a damn. If you think you picked it up in a minute or two, it's just not. So
yeah,
let's go.
Anything that's worth a darn, gotta go after it, right? So code violations. Next one, drawing for dollars. Give me 100 drawing for dollars leads and put a sticky note in the house. Guys,
seeing a pattern.
We see a pattern. You know what's the pattern? You reach out to people that have ugly houses and you end up doing deals. And guys, guys, me and Rick, we own a really big, nice software, xleads.com, right? Is any of the stuff we're telling you right now to go to xleads? No. Okay. Yeah. First and foremost, of course, I want as many users as possible in xleads. Am I being a little quiet of it because whoever signs up to xleads, they're going to have to, they don't get the price increase that's going to happen with the new update, and then I lose money. That's why I'm being a little quiet, right? I'll talk about a little more when it comes out, but like, guys, like, yeah, sure, I'd make money if you joined xleads, but I could care less. I just need you to get in the driver's seat of making 40, 50 grand a month, and then you can join xleads because, duh, you got to sell your deal, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, everyone's like, Zach has you through. I'm putting you through a dang funnel right now. Hey, make 40 grand a month and then buy xleads. Wow, what a funnel! Yeah, what a funnel! Not the other way. Buy xleads when you have no money. No. I'm putting you through the funnel right now.
Think about the funnels you guys go through. You pay $3,000, $5,000, $7,000, $10,000. Then you got to buy all the crap. Like, keep in mind, like, we just cut straight to the chase. Most of you, when you become good at wholesaling, when I say good, 5 deals, it's very wise to get a software. You have choices. Pick the one that's the best value for you. We think xleads is it, but it's never been a requirement. I didn't start out with software. Number one, I'm old. Didn't have it. I didn't have the availability, but like, a lot of you guys use software as a crutch. At the end of the day, it just helps facilitate and honestly gives you speed and a little more confidence. But at the end of the day, it's not a requirement. I know still people that have been doing this business a long time. They don't use software. They just find motivated sellers. How you find motivated sellers is the key. The things we're sharing on you today is a lot of what the government list is. If you want to go look for a fire, do you look for like burning yellow, red flames? You're better off looking for the smoke first. Smoke, whenever you see a fire in your community, you can see it from 15, 20 miles away sometimes. Where there's smoke, there's fire. So when we do government list, look for the smoke. It's easier. I didn't say it's easy to get the list. You're going to have to overcome resistance with persistence. But if you look for the smoke, you'll have better results because you got to look for the clues to get to the problem. And if you're just going to look for fire, you got to find a telltale sign. So code violations, probates, all this stuff, that's the smoke. I'm telling you, look for the smoke. It could be black smoke, blue smoke, white smoke. Smoke's easier than fire. Fire is like finding a needle in a haystack. Smoke, you can sit back and look over the horizon, and that's what we're teaching you how to do.
That's what you got to do. Guys, here's the thing. If you gave me 14 grand and you had no money, because, I'm a guru, so I totally put it on a credit card, HELOC. There's gurus out here that teach you how to do HELOCs. They're connected with mortgage brokers. I'm not going to get into that. But let's say you had no money and you're into debt now with this program, right? And I had to tell you what to do. This is the same advice I'd give you. Like that. So, but the thing is, if you went 14 grand in debt to learn this, you would end up doing it because, wow, I paid money. I got to do what he says. So just treat it like you gave me 14 grand. Okay. Give 14 grand to your grandma or something, if you want to do that. But like, do what we say, because everything we're telling you, all these marketing strategies that we're reeling in here, me trying to get to the point, doing all that.
Come on, Zach, land that plane.
No, all that, the plane is doing all those positive things to find motivated sellers ends up getting you 100 offers in 3 months. That is the point of what I'm saying. It will land you 100 offers in 3 months.
I've had an epiphany. You talk about getting an extra 50 grand before wholesaling. A lot of you guys think Santa shows up on December 24th in the evening. He'll show up in October. Like, you got to start working on Santa in October, because for him to bring you those wholesale deals, we have to get going now.
They work all year.
So guys, don't wait till your New Year's resolution. Don't wait for the exciting business plan for 2025. Get on it now. You don't need to diet tomorrow. Just start now. Stop putting off everything. If you want to get the ball rolling, get it going now, especially if you want to roll into the holidays with some cha-ching, because you know they're going to be shutting down all the ports, so you get the good buys in now. Get started now, well before Halloween.
So this is how you do it, 100 offers. And like, heck, you want to go stupid? You want to go superhero mode? Send 100 probate letters. Post 100 digital bandit signs. What's that? I see people don't like the word digital bandit sign. So what we're calling it now is we're going to call it reverse Facebook hack ads, or reverse Facebook ads. Is that better? Is that better? Does that make you want to start doing it? I don't care, right? Do 100 arrest records. Market to the sellers that have been arrested, the last 100 that own real estate. I promise you, you'll get, heck, do the past 100 evictions. Guys, do you understand that the stuff I'm telling you right now, there's no AI system. There's no sexy CRM. There's no crazy software. There is just you, free information on the internet, free websites at freehwholesaling.com, and the work. The reason why we're talking about this is the work is right here and you are right here. We got it. We just got to putting all these softwares and gizmos in between ain't going to get you. It's just going to get in the way. So start doing it. That's it. All you can do. And so just do the effort. That's how you do it. And so write down what you got to do and just do it. That's how you do it. Let's go even crazier. I'm telling everyone, make 100 networking connections too. If you just want to make this even crazier, you really want some Christmas money.
How much do you charge for this service?
Zach, Discord's $40 a month. Just kidding. It's free.
It's
guys,
free.
Everyone freaks out when I say Discord because they think I'm selling, because they're used to give me $40, $50 a month for my Discord.
That's how most Discords
That's how most Discords work. They're not cheap to run. Tell you that. Spend a lot of money on the Discords, moderators, all that stupid stuff, and I got to pay them. But guess what? It's worth it to me because it gives you guys a free platform, a free community and networking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I should probably charge $40 a month for it. It has everything in there. I'm not even joking. It's Discord community. Pop in the comments. You'll see them. They're crazy. We just hit 8,000 people in there today. What a blessing. But the point of this is, back in the good old days, you had to go out here and spend $4 or $5 grand, fly halfway across the country to get in a room with 15 people or 20 people.
That's what I used
to do the networking, right? You used to do that.
It's
and every guru, who's over 22 years old, sorry, I'm 25. So older than 25 years old, that's what they did. And that's what they're continuing to be told. And it is not,
they're still,
I've checked,
they're still doing it.
It's not 1994 anymore.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that to actually get good connections. What you need to do is just reach out to these people on the internet. And the cool part is you couldn't really reach a 6-figure guy or 7-figure wholesaler if you were broke and not making money, because why would they want to talk to you? Your competition. But now with the new advent of JVing, rich wholesalers, multimillionaire wholesalers like me and you want to reach out to newbies. You know why? Because we can make 70 grand and just split it. I make 35, they make 35, and it's like an hour of work because I got my whole JV team, right? Yep. It's worth me. It's the free market in play, right? Everyone benefits. And what I can tell you is make 100 network connections by Christmas. Just talk to 100 different wholesalers, rich, poor, everything in between, in your market, not in your market. And what I want you to do is just ask them one question each. You'll have 100 questions. That is it. Guys, I wish there was 1,000 Zachs who can just answer all my DMs all day but there's not. But here's the cool part. I have thousands and thousands of people in that Discord that I have shown how to make 6 figures, and they'll answer any of their questions. and they're probably in your market, so they sometimes have better insights than me.
Yep.
I don't know what else to tell you, right? And so you're able to be in a room with like-minded rich wholesalers. That's it. That's what you do. And you do that, and you work hard, and you post in that Discord all your KPIs.
So guys, keep this in mind. What me and Zach do is most of our free services, just like we're doing with here, is we just see what the market needs. Most people in this business it's like a connection. They just copy what each one of them does. And I've begged people to change this for a long time. And this is what we're told, just how you're treated. The free people are the biggest nightmare. They're the worst people to deal with. They're cheap. They'll annoy you. They'll drive you out of the business. They'll drive you crazy. So it means Zach goes, let's embrace these people, because these are the people. I was one of them. Zach used to be one of them. Most of the people on here. And we just treat it differently. Like, listen, there's good people here. Some people are just lazy, don't want to do the work. I can't help those, like Mark. But the ones that actually want to do the work, I go, listen, there's hope. You can get through this, because this giant paywall to like get information, the whole wall's been knocked down. It's not just our industry. Look across the industry. And the problem is people are trying to hold on to these old pay models. And the idea is that here's the underlying philosophy. The more people you can help, the more money I'll make, the more money everybody on the stream will make. And that is our fundamental focus. I don't care what others think. So we appease the market where all the gurus say, I just want high-level people to pay me tippy top dollar. Honestly, I find those people that are not very excited about wholesaling, and most of them don't do much. And people are like, it's disposable income, they can do it. But we've come to the point where you got financing on credit cards. People can't afford it. Guys, you are the investment. You are better than any other software out there. If you want to know if you need to get a piece of software or not, before you hire an employee, you do a software. Once you get like 1 or 2 deals on your belt, get some software. It's better than getting an employee, and it'll make you more efficient. But you guys, nobody else wants to help you guys. Like they publicly said, free people are a nightmare. I look at the opposite. The more people we can help, we can influence and get them to their first deal, the better off we help you guys. And honestly, we do a service to the wholesaling community, because the rules have changed. It just some people got the memo, some didn't. We want to help you out if you're one of those people, but you got to put in the work, man. Like me and Zach can give you all the information. Here's the secret to wholesaling. Most people just won't do the work. They want to talk about it all day. You got to take this information and put it in the action. It's important you understand it, but every hour you consume, you should be like 20 hours out there pounding it on the market. And a lot of you are doing that the opposite direction. And just admit it to yourself. Yeah, it's a form of procrastination. Get rid of it. Remember, you're going to have to lose your old self to become your new self. Your ego is about satisfying you instantly, Mark, and doing things that make you feel good now. You're going to have to make some sacrifices. That means you're going to get uncomfortable. You're not going to know the outcome of the situation. And if you can embrace that, do that, me and Zach are the people for you. If not, there's plenty of other people that will help you out for a nice big fat fee.
That's it. I saw another person just post it, and I now their comments removed, but they said, you guys don't even share how to fill out contracts. You don't show the actual details. And it's funny because the fact that you're saying that is so funny, because it's like, how many times have we said the word freewholesaling.com today?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Would you guys get sick if every single week I spent 4 hours on a live just filling out contracts? Guys, you go to freewholesaling.com, it's all in there. You go to 30-day wholesaling challenge, it's all in there. Me and Rick sit down twice,
YouTube channel,
3 or 4 times a year for 2 hours straight and just show you how to fill out contracts.
I do a contract every year. I walk you through it like you never saw it before.
Underwriting.
And not only that, we provide you the contract. I'm not a lawyer. I want to review it and the assignment agreement from our experience. But like, that's it. Like we do everybody's like, oh, they hold back because
somebody they literally just commented.
Yeah.
They don't even show how to fill out contracts.
So go to Flip with Rick and just Google
freewholesaling.com.
Rick, freewholesaling.com, and just look it up. The contract's right there, step by
contracts, step. Flip with Rick on YouTube. Boom, it's right there. It's insane. We have over 8 videos on how to fill out contracts. I have
some of you guys want to be spoon fed. I promise you, wholesaling going to work for you. If I got to spoon feed you the information, you got no shot, paid course or free. You got to consume the information. I always say you have to immerse yourself. Some people just read it. You ever immerse yourself in something? I have ADHD. It's a problem for me. I immerse. He knows this.
It's a problem.
I dive into stuff and like I got to get pulled out. That's how I treated wholesaling. That's how we've designed the freewholesaling.com course. And if it doesn't resonate with you, you want someone to spoon feed it to you. There's people that will spoon feed you. They're going to make you feel real good.
Oh yeah.
Because they got to get past, their chargeback period on their coursework. And I'm just telling you, I don't care. I'll tell you straight up, you pay me, you do it for free. If you ain't going to put in the work, I'll be brutally honest with you. People know that Flip with Rick Plus. You're going to do the work and you're going to complain. I can't help you.
Yeah, that's it. And so the thing is, if you ask a question in the Discord's really nice too. They're like, how do I fill out contracts? They don't say, oh my gosh, why are you just go to freewholesaling.com, stupid.
Everybody wants
Some
to
people
help.
comment that. They're like, dude, just go to freewholesaling.com. But the other time they just reply back with a video.
Yeah.
Hey, here's their video on how to do that.
Yeah, we cut to the chase, guys. We have the largest wholesaling community in the world, period. You go through Wholesaling Houses for Real. You can do the Zach Discord. You can do our YouTube group. And remember, our only focus is wholesaling. I'm not going to teach you how to become like a financial expert. You need to figure out wholesaling so we can get you some cash to get it done. We do not waste time on like fillers, as Mark says. We go through actionable steps. And we created freewholesaling.com so we don't have to tie up every minute doing nothing but detailed instructions. I could tell by the quality of questions of the people who actually go through it and the ones that just want to be spoon-fed.
I always say that.
Spoon-fed. That's what I did to him as a baby. Like there's a time that you spoon-feed because a baby can't pick it up themselves. But you guys got arms. You're not T-Rex. Get it going.
I also invite anyone. I invite every single person. If you have a question and you want to talk to me, I do provide one-on-ones. I also tell everyone, if you ask me a one-on-one though, and it's like a question, then I'm like, dude, you did not go through the free course. How did you know? I made the course. How do we find buyers? I have like probably 15 hours of disposition videos, right? So let's talk about this. There's the most intimidating part of what we teach in wholesaling, I will be honest with you, is freewholesaling.com. And we talk about it a lot, and it is scary. And I'm being completely 100% with you. It's intimidating because it is the most painfully detailed course in wholesaling real estate you will ever find. Like it's painful. Like it's painful how much detail's in there. For example, the first 2 videos I make you watch on freewholesaling.com is 16 hours of our first ever live event. Think about that. It is 16 hours of how to make your first 100K. There's an hour of acquisitions and 2 hours of marketing, one-on-one, people going and presenting how I taught them. Like I think we do an hour of role plays. It is 16 hours just the first 2 videos. Like, whoa, right?
Yeah.
But the reason we do that is that's the point. You are going to get the most painful, and then guess what? Then we have the 30-day wholesaling challenge. That's the last gauntlet in the thing.
Yep.
It is a video for every day for the next 30 days how you're going to get your first deal.
And we redo that every year. We don't recycle it because we update it, and we are actual wholesalers. Guys, listen, the reason me and Zach get some hate is because we're making it difficult on gurus that do this the old way. Now, everybody has a right to do what they want. I'm not here to impede on it, but we're trying to let you guys know you have options. Stop doing everything the old school way. This technology right here wasn't available when I first got started. Take advantage of it. It's only going to get better. And Zach's very proactive on finding the best way to connect with you. And we'll constantly at our best find the best way to connect with you, get you the information, and most importantly, get you the truth, because that paywall has a huge price. And honestly, I just feel like everybody, paid or free, should have a disclosure. Said, listen, if you ain't going to do the work, no matter what I do, it ain't going to help you. A lot of you guys hire coaches or whatever you want to call them, and you think you're getting like this massive, like they're going to help me do everything and do that. Like they're not. And guys, listen, I already talked to you about one-on-one like coaching for the wholesaling spot. It makes no sense to me.
if a guy's providing one-on-one coaching to you, like they'll talk to you individually every week, they don't have enough money.
No deals, no
They-
nothing.
they-
It's
they're-
impossible to do.
I don't know one guy will provide that for you or
Oh,
gal.
I
That,
know.
no, that
Yeah.
that is making $100,000 a month.
There's no way.
There's no way.
You are the pay ticket. They are coached by the coaches. Everybody's on a big grab on it. And at the end of the day, these are people that are going to be trading their time for money, which is what we're all trying to get like out of. And it doesn't make sense to do it. So you have options. We want to help you guys out. At the end of the day, we do make everything free. And I know it upsets certain people on the other side of the wall.
The paywall,
But like
the great paywall.
it's a free market. Like, so I don't care what they say about me or Zach. Like, honestly, we only focus on you guys. I want to help as many wholesalers as I humanly possibly can. If I got to charge every one of them, I'll never get through it. So at the end of the day, the more people I help, the more deals I do, the bigger our community grows. And the more people I help, the more people you help. It's reciprocal. We're all connected on this planet Earth. And I could have taken the cheat code. I could have done the coursework and we talk on stages all day long. But like, listen, I tell you guys about sacrifice. You don't think me and him made a massive sacrifice to do this? But like, I really enjoy it. That's the crazy
Let's
part.
talk about sacrifice. Talk on the internet about wholesaling. Do you understand that I didn't speak a lick of anything on wholesaling until I was clearing hundreds of thousands of dollars a year? I wasn't even touching.
I'll attest to that.
I did not talk one iota about wholesaling until I was clearing $500,000 plus. I was 19. Okay. Start thinking about that for a second. Okay. $500,000 and then millionaire next year by 20 years old. That's why I kind of started the channel, and I was just doing it kind of because I was like, why not? And it was more of a vlog, but like at that point, at 20, I'm a multimillionaire. I start streaming as a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to understand that, like, that's how we do it. And so I would just dedicate anybody. You don't have to go through all of freewholesaling.com, but it's just clock in 100 hours. That's all I'm asking. And 30-day wholesaling challenge if you can. That's all you need. Every detail is for anyone that wants to complain to me. It was so funny. I saw that comment. I'm like, just go through 100 hours of freewholesaling.com and then tell me if I'm 2 days old. It's too much detail. But the reason I look at that is, God forbid something ever happened to me or Rick where I had to just leave the wholesaling game. I could have that video up and it'll be set for probably the next 15, 10 years. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Fortunately, I update the course pretty much every month, and we just put new videos in there, make it better, and that's how we do it. Guys, it's very expensive to run that course.
Yeah, the whole thing, like most people could not stomach.
It's almost 10. I would say it's over 10 grand a month just to keep that course going.
Yeah,
it's actually, if I go in the actual like coders, editors, and I put in the storage, like I have to pay for the actual data.
Yep.
Like, you got to remember the usage of how much. I think the average person spends 100 hours probably a month on that course. Do you know how expensive it is to host all that data, all the transferring? And you got to remember, it's not the one person watching one 20-minute video.
Yeah.
It's 200,000 people watching 100 hours of 4K video. Do you know how expensive that is to run the bandwidth? Don't get me started on it. And it's only growing. It's only getting more expensive. But it's one JV deal a month. Boom.
Remember,
fine.
the more people we can help, the more sacrifice I'm
insane.
willing to make. And here's all you future influencers, just beat to your own drum. Stop. Like, you can take advice, but please don't sit there and copy what everybody else is doing. Like, there's no way to stand out in the market. Provide so much stinking value. People just like step all over you, like become raving fans.
I've asked people, I make a free course. They're like, well, their exact quote was, well, how much is it to like create the website? And I'm like, well, for you, probably $1,000 a month. It's like, I'd have to spend $1,000 a month just to host the video. Like, yeah, YouTube would take your stuff down.
By the time
you're
done with
$1,000 a month, I'm like, yeah, and then if it grows, it'll be $2,000 a month and $4,000 a month. He's like, I can't afford that. I say, sorry, buddy.
That's
why you can't have a free wholesaling course.
That's why you have so many courses.
Sucks.
Everybody takes the money, and then they rarely ever last because you cannibalize. Like people just, after a while, if you don't get back, you just take, and then you create your own job, which remember, you hired this person to get you out of your job, and now they have a job. And it's like we're self-fulfilling the entire prophecy. Guys, you got to make sacrifices to get ahead. Like really good businesses take it on the chin to prove they do great value. So I'm just telling you, if you're aspiring down there, number one, get the deals done. Get 100, 200, 300 deals under your belt before you even open your mouth and teach others how to do it. Now, it doesn't mean you can't JV and work with them, but that's how you become a real expert in the business.
Oh yeah.
Most people are bypassing that. They go, oh, let me grab the coaching. And the coaching, dude, it's just a fancy job. It just seems cool because you collect a bunch of money. You got to figure out the fulfillment. And one-on-one, you'll never make the people happy. This business has over a 90% failure rate. And I'm just telling you, you guys, you vote with your time and your money. Just do it wisely. Me and Zach have made the sacrifice.
Oh yeah. So guys, just remember this. There's a war going on in your life. And here's the thing about wars. You might not even know a war is going on. I bet the people like in the Amazon jungle didn't know World War II was going on, right? Like sometimes you're so away from it you don't know, right? Mm-hmm. But there's a war going on, and it's specifically going on in your life. You don't really realize it's happening, but it's happening. It's the broke you versus the rich future you, and they are both battling together right now to see which one of them is going to survive in the next 10 years. Is the broke version of you who wants to stay lazy and relaxed and have fun right now, or the person actually wants to work? And the person actually knows they can have a lot of fun. It's better to have fun in Mykonos, Greece, than it is to have fun at the bar, at the dive bar at 6 p.m. on a Friday, right? Yeah. One's a lot more fun than the other. You're both going to have the fun in 10 years. Yeah. Which one's more fun, right? And the thing I'm telling you is they're both fighting right now. It is your choice who's going to win that fight.
And you know what, the broke version of you, it's just your habits. Like it's just stuff you don't even recognize anymore. And the minute somebody introduces, like me and Zach introducing, and you gravitate towards wholesaling, man, it seems a little out there. I'm going to be uncomfortable. That's your broke you, like pinning you on your back or doing a nasty jiu-jitsu move to it. You're going to have to learn some techniques to battle the broke you, because I had a broke mindset for a long. I just didn't understand it. Nobody really taught me and embraced me. And honestly, most people that I tried to embrace that would help, that I didn't really know, most of them just looking to take advantage of you. So listen, if you're broke, it's just a culmination of your habits. And you know what I always tell you? Overcome one habit at a time. Don't try to fix them all overnight. Period. Just, okay, get that one done. Keep adding and moving on. But your broke versions, it's giving you a story, and like don't stay here. Stay here, Rick. We're having fun. Don't go over there. That's scary. We don't know what's going on. So if you understand, it's just a culmination of your habits, and you have the ability to unwind any one of them that you want to. But you have to make a choice. I can't make it for you. Zach can't make it for you. Broke or rich, which do you want? And when I say rich, guys, I'm not talking about money all the time. That's just a byproduct of it. Rich is having freedom of your time, doing what you want, being fulfilled in life. And life's all about growing. If you're not growing and prospering and shooting for something, you're not being challenged. And that can lead to a whole slew of issues that we all knew that we deal with in society. You want to be challenged in life. If everything's easy and nothing's like a challenge, that's when you get in trouble. And I'm just telling you, make a choice here. It's in your power.
So you got to see who's going to win that battle, right? So who will win? You decide. Guys, I've given you the weapons. I've given you the knowledge of how to fight. You have to defeat your broke self, because ultimately at the end of the day, I'm giving you the opportunities. I can be your teacher for this, but it's like a boxing ring, right? Like once it goes ding ding, like your coach can't jump in the ring and help you. It's you and the other person.
Yep.
You and the broke self. There's no getting out of it. Either you decide to cry or go after it. Here's the other thing about boxing. I love boxing MMA as an example, because the person who thinks they're going to win and the person who thinks they're not going to win are both right. And so if you believe in a fight that you are going to win, you have a better chance of winning than if you're in a fight thinking you suck and you're not going to win. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't mean it's guaranteed, but the chance of winning is a lot higher.
Yeah. I love like the MMA UFC analogies because Mike Tyson, he comes up with some of the greatest like quotes because it's true. He says, when you go into the rink, you make a commitment, you plan, you train. He goes, you got to leave your emotions outside because they're going to steer you wrong. They're going to play with you. And so if you commit a plan in wholesaling, you get it. You get the guts to do it. You got the conviction. I promise you, your feelings and emotions are going to try to take over your broke version of yourself. You have to find a way to compartmentalize them and move forward. You can go back and deal with them, but you can't let them run you. And a lot of you let how you feel today. Am I going to knock on doors? Am I going to do cold calls? Listen, unless you have an extreme valid case, stop lying to yourself. Just get it done. You got to check you walk in that cage, check your emotions and your feelings because you got a job to get done. You can go back to it afterwards. But if you try to mix them all together, which I did for a long time, it's hard to get anything done because you're constantly battling something inside. So keep that in mind. Wholesaling does not care about your emotions and feelings. Now, we're going to use that to leverage and build rapport and do great relationships. But I'm talking about internally. I don't feel like it today. The business didn't ask you if you felt like it. It was on the calendar. It needs to get done. Are you going to do it or are you going to lie to yourself? You have to make that decision. These are the hard truth facts of wholesaling that you're not going to get in courses. And it needs to be told up front because then your expectations goes, Rick and Zach are expecting me to work my butt off. Not like I sit on the beach, I open up a laptop and I flip 5 homes today.
That's it. You got to break that habit and that's it. That's how to make 50 grand by Christmas. Simple as that. Is that enough information? Is that clearly detailed enough for you? That's all I could say.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy. Willpower says, I'm tired of being used by Uber. Where's the wholesale course? Will, it's scrolling below. If I'm telling you this right now, if you can't figure out right now after watching this entire video where the free wholesaling course is, wholesaling is not for you. You do not have the context clues to understand this.
Just go there.
I hate to tell you this.
There.
It's freewholesaling.com. If you can't comprehend the words of me saying where it's at, you won't comprehend English enough to go out here and do a deal. I hate to tell you this. I'm not saying that in a mean way, but if you can't figure that out, I don't know if you can wholesale. Molly says, how long should we wait before calling after they pass away? This is not even a joke. That day, leave a text. It's not you saying, oh, I saw they passed away. Let me buy their house. Just, hey, I'm looking to buy houses in the area. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so most of you are keying off the probate filings. Just so you know, by the time the families file the probate, they're ready to move on. So maybe you're talking about like digging through obituaries, which I do have aggressive people that do that. That's a personal choice. But remember, you're there to help solve a problem, not take advantage of a situation. If you could provide a solution and it fits their needs because you're extremely resourceful as a wholesaler, knock yourself out. And if you look at that, like I can help more people out by reaching out to them, because maybe you don't reach out to them. Maybe a realtor, an aggressive realtor calls them. The house is in rough shape and they don't understand it's going to need a cash buyer. They don't know how to find cash buyers. You're actually doing a disservice by not helping those people in probate. And I've helped out more people that didn't know they need my help. Remember, our job is to help sellers get out of their own way. Some people just make really bad decisions. That's why I believe I'm always the best choice to help people out. And I want you guys to understand that. How do you do that? You educate yourself on the truth of wholesaling. And number 2, you learn to be really resourceful. You're solving problems that society can't figure out. Realtors compartmentalize, fix and flippers compartmentalize, and then retail regular people could never wrap their head around this. You're doing something unique that very few people can do. Most wholesalers have no idea how to figure out how to do probates. You've got to rise and above them. So just remember, you're offering a solution to them. Not even a service, a solution, which is rare.
There we go. Oh, Mark commented again. He said, hold up, bro. I'm with y'all. You just don't need a 1-hour video.
It's an hour and a half.
I got my first deal because of y'all. So you got your first deal from me.
But Mark, hop on. We'll talk.
But Mark, wait. You say you don't need a 1-hour video. I don't understand this. Like,
dude, I've been doing this.
TikTok attention span. Do you understand that if your attention span is not that good?
Well, mine's short too.
Well, here it is, but it's not.
Yeah.
I've had a seller appointments for 3-4 hours. And if your TikTok attention span can't handle that, you're cooked. I've had deals where I've gone to the appointment 10, 15 separate times to get the deal. Like, if you can't sit down and listen for a full hour of something that's going to gain you knowledge, or you can network in the comments and get a connect. Mark, you can be yapping your mouth, or you can be in the network. Hey, I'm in this market. Who can help me out?
Yeah.
And you have a lot of opportunity here, man.
Listen, Mark's trying to come around. So like a couple suggestions, Mark.
He got his first deal from us.
These are recorded. So I'm an ADHD guy. I watch it in like 2-3 times speed. And I just I get through it. So like, here's a really cool thing with technology. You can customize stuff however you want. Here's the problem though. Fast forward, if you don't pay attention, it's like it goes by. So sometimes I watch it 2 or 3 times. Sometimes it's easier to watch it in like regular motion. But like, I hear you.
You don't need to win out. Here's the cool part. If you don't want to watch the live stream, you don't have to watch the live stream.
That's the beauty of it.
If it triggers you, you don't. If it hurts your feelings that I do a live stream, you don't have to be on the live stream.
But Mark, we service a broad market, and we're trying to help a lot of people. Just like maybe when you first got started, and you were probably eating up the information, and now you're looking for higher information stuff.
I've only done one deal.
I know.
Maybe
We've got to give them the 5.
But Mark, if you want to yap and complain about us, you just don't watch the video, my guy.
Or you can hop on and talk to us. We'll help you.
Hop on and talk to me. Do you think that you'll get any value from that, Mark? I invited you to hop on one-on-one and talk to me to my face.
Okay, let's move forward.
Let's go. Forward. Ben said, I had a guru, then found this channel and actually started to make progress. My guru didn't help me produce 1 lead in 3 months because they want you to wholesale in the MLS. They want you to buy $5,000 of PPC leads. They want you to do all this.
It's the marketing that sells. It's always about, listen, wholesalers are a victim of their own success. You have to master marketing. Like, there is no wholesaler that can skip that step. Without the marketing, you don't get the leads. The problem is the people that get good at it, they turn around and go, I'm going to custom offer a solution that everybody wants to figure out, only to find out like it's not that easy. That's why we have freehwholesaling.com. So you can look behind the curtain and you understand what you're getting into. The problem with most of the stuff you buy, the offer sounds tempting because I've done it a million times, but you can never look behind the veil to see what you're getting at. There's no test drive. You have no idea. And it's a hard no on any type of refund policy. And that's the reason why it's so easy to take people's money, and especially in wholesaling. Our industry is the most plagued one of, coaches. And the idea is you guys just, you vote with your time and you vote with your money. So you have options.
That's it. Here's that comment I was talking about. You guys talk a lot without getting to the most important information, like details on contracts. And other critical guidance. Instead of
to bed.
But he said, skirting around the key points, providing real actionable advice. So let's talk about the real actionable advice again that I did not talk about today. Tell me this was actionable advice. Let's go over this from the top, though, okay? 100 contacts a day, 100 pre-foreclosures, 100 probates a week, code violations, 100 drawing for dollars, 100 offers, 100 probate letters, 100 digital bandit signs, 100 arrests, 100 evictions, and 100 network connections, 100 questions, 100 hours of freewholesaling.com. Is that not actionable enough for you? Here's the thing too, and I want you to understand this, okay? All right. If you have a problem with me, or if anybody in here has a problem with me, it's just reposting stupid.
Okay, things. I'm just checking.
Wait, what is that? Hold on. But I do encourage everybody. That was an interesting. Oh, it's a coin trader.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
But one thing I'll tell you is if I'm doing something that you want to call me out for, I encourage anyone to call me out. But I would challenge anybody that calls me out. If you have a fair point, for example, if X Leads was the biggest rug pull scam ever, and it was a terrible software with the worst skip tracing and it was terrible, I would want people to call me out on it.
Yep.
But here's the problem. A lot of people are getting deals from X Leads. A lot of people are dispoing their deals and doing really well with it. And so I've had not one issue with it, right? And the thing is, if I have something and I'm saying something that's terrible advice, I'm telling you to do a novation, sign a power of attorney from a 9-year-old woman, and list it on the MLS,
and put a big fat lien on her house.
Put a big fat lien on her house, and then She wants the money back.
Brilliant
And
strategy.
you lock it up for 100. You sell for $2. She sees it for 250 on the MLS, and she wants her money, gets a lawyer, and you end up losing everything. Call me out. If I created an Amazon FBA store and I took 50 grand from you, and then the store got banned, and I just kept the 50 grand and gave you a middle finger,
that list is long.
Call me out, right? If I told you to go buy crypto and I put my link in there and I included my coaching, call me out. I wonder who did that. Guys, if I promoted a little NFT scam, call me out. But isn't it funny that me and Rick only talk about things to make you money wholesaling? We don't try to take, like, every guru you want to think about has some sort of weird thing like that, right? But we don't have any of that. So if you have an issue with me, I encourage everybody, say it. But I will say this, say it to my face. And I tell everyone, say whatever you want to me to my face. It's really easy to yap on the internet. Here's a streamer link. Say it to my face. And I will take it as a man, but you have to dish it as a man to see what's going to come back.
You got to take the other side of it. So
that's the thing.
You got to look at the mirror and the truth. So listen, we're not perfect.
Oh, we ain't perfect.
Nobody is, but I'm just telling you, like, it's everything we offer is of value. It's never a requirement. We still help people out for free all the time. And because we don't charge outrageous coaching fees, we're the outcast. I'm okay with that. I'm actually very, very happy with it because we're on the right side of the equation. And remember, the more people I can help, nobody disagrees with this. The more people you can help out in life, the more money you'll make and the more satisfied you'll be. So if that is my mantra, that's it. That's what I'm doing. So I'm not, me and Zach can't make everybody happy. I agree in the comments, but like at the end of the day, guys, it's about you getting to work, getting the action without like having all these obstacles in your way. Now you're going to have obstacles. I already guarantee you that, but I ain't going to give you a $10,000 obstacle to share what's in my head. What if I give you my best information, which I do at freehwholesaling.com, get you deals, and then you go, hey, Rick, I got this a little bit more complicated deal. I would love to work with you, and I'll put 50 grand in your pocket, and you will work with us directly, a lot of times directly on our phone, and that's how you become a member. And we like people who earn it, man. Like, call it kind of like that's our scholarship opportunity. You get in and you work with us, and that way you can connect with us almost every day of the week. But you got to earn it. Like, listen, you went on varsity, dude. You got to fight through the JV team to get there. How do you do it? You show action every day. I am like the coach. I don't promote people who pay me. I promote people who kick butt. That's it. That's all I'm looking for. And there's a huge difference how me and Zach do it. Anybody can pay. Anybody can pay their way. But are you like going to earn it? And if you want to earn it, this community is for you. If you don't, there's plenty of others out there for you. You got freedom of choice in life.
That's it. Isaac says, if you only had $350 to your name, what would you invest in? I would not invest in X leads. I would not invest in a dialer. I would invest. The best investment you can make is gas for drawing for dollars if you want to make an investment. Now you say dialer or X leads. I would wait for version 2. That's all I can tell you. There will be a price increase with version 2. If you get X leads now, there'll be no price increase for you because you'd be locked in. That's all I'm going to say on that fact because I lose money every time I say that. So I'm going to shut up and please don't say anything because it's going to.
So Isaac, you got to get a deal done and get some money in your bank account. $350 is not going to be enough to make a choice. Now you're going to have to use your extreme hustle muscle because $350 it's not a ton of money. And so don't go broke. Just put the effort in, get a deal, and then you can make decisions. So you got to make a little bit of that sacrifice. I get it. It's tough, but that's what we have to do.
Exactly. So if you want to go talk to me, here's the StreamYard link. And let's talk. So Brady, what's going on?
What's up, dude? Can you hear me?
I think you're muted. Hold on.
Hold on.
There we go.
There he is.
There he is.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, man.
Perfect,
what's
man.
going on?
Okay, cool. Hey, I just assigned my 9th deal yesterday for $15K.
There we go.
All right, man. Awesome.
Woo!
Hey, I'm going to start scaling. I'm hiring a no accent cold caller. And then I just want you guys to hear my plan. So I'm going to start driving for dollars more, like probably maybe 6 hours a day. And then have my VA call on probates and text pre-foreclosures. And then I'll reverse drive for dollars, just ugly houses and then probates and pre-foreclosures.
I like it. I mean, think about this, dude. That whatever's working, you just got to keep doing that.
Yeah.
And heck, you've been doing really good in the Discord. You've been doing really good. I remember you did that Claire deal, right? Like,
Yep.
it's you just. Here's the thing about you, man. You've made a lot of money just letting people know in our Discord and on YouTube that what you do. Like
Yes,
that does made you money, man. And I would keep doing that too. I'd probably double down on that. I just did a video on the Flipper channel about that. Like, just the more you know, the more money you make, man.
right.
And
It's easy. It's
you're doing well, and your dispo deal's great, man. There's another guy who's struggling in Wisconsin. I'm like, just go to Brady, and because you hop on, talk to me, and I have a good memory, I know who Brady is. So I remember you were hopping on here, you didn't do a deal. So
yeah,
it's funny. And you know, if you watch how many videos we have, if you can go back to Brady's first one-on-one he did with us, no deals, brand new.
Yep.
Now we're at 9, deal number 9. We're going to be in the future, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's awesome. So remember, don't forget what you're doing that has worked, and then just find ways to scale it. Some of it you got to do a little bit of testing, especially when you bring in VAs and stuff like that. But just, you know, and always lead by example. When they got a problem, just like take it over. But my first 2 years of wholesaling, just to understand, I didn't do dispo. Like I JV'd with everyone because I just didn't feel like it was the highest skill set for me. And I eventually figured it out. So I was like a dream back when I started for like a guy like you, because you could make 10, 20 grand off of me all day long. And people were like, they begged me for deals. I go, man, I must be giving the house away. I didn't care. I was in a learning mode. And remember, right now, the skill sets you're learning is what's going to make you the millionaire. And keep in mind, the best learning you can ever learn in wholesale is when you fail. It's because when you ever had such a painful loss, it just burns in your soul.
Oh yeah.
And that's how you learn. And if you don't experience something, it's really hard to learn. Listen, this is, not to get deep on you, but that's how life is, man. Like, you got to feel some pain to make progress. The problem is some people feel pain, especially and they shut down. I'm going to run away from it.
Yeah.
Just go into it. Just lean into it. It's easier. The anticipation, the anxiety of doing something that makes you massively uncomfortable is worse than the actual event. I am living proof for it.
Yeah.
Think about the dreams we used to have when we were like little kids. I still have them sometimes, but it's another story. But it's all in your imagination and your mind. And so just remember what works. Don't get too cute and too fancy too fast, because when you get lost, I tell people, you get lost in wholesaling, go back to what got you those first X amount of deals. You're like, yeah, I did it. I've had him do it. And I'm just reminding you, I'm excited for you. I'm very happy for you, but just find where you're coming from and just find ways to increase the effort. But don't walk away and let everybody do everything for you, because you will come back to a nightmare. So
right. Yeah. That's what I don't want to do. You know, I've done 4 drive for dollar deals, and then the rest 2 were texting, and then 2 were for sale by owner, and then that 1 JV deal with Kelly.
Yeah.
Awesome. You just got to keep, I mean, the drawing for dollars is the hardest for a VA, obviously, but that's where you've actually, if I look at your business, like that's where you've gotten most of the deals. Yeah. I would kind of keep that up.
Right.
And then keep up the texting, keep up the calling. And I think you just got to keep doing what you're doing now, because your momentum is going like this, and you just got to keep going crazy. When you start changing things up, it gets wobbly.
I know.
Keep up that pace, man. And there's plenty of people in Flipper Plus that you can talk to. I'd love to help you out. And I mean, people that run better businesses than you, not saying a bad thing, but like, you can learn from them. Keep making more money, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Awesome. Love to see that. Hey,
awesome.
There we go. Deal number 9. Salvador, what's going on? Hello.
Salvador, are you there?
Salvador.
Okay, move on.
All right. I put Michael on, but he's got to put a shirt on. I'm not talking to shirtless people. All right. I don't have many requirements for my people to hop on a one-on-one, but put a shirt on.
Yeah, he's going, dude.
That's all I'm going to say.
Good Lord.
But hey,
some of his comments are long. I'm like, wow.
Let's see here. People are crazy. How are you going to challenge a man that's telling you exactly what to do?
That's funny.
Oh Lord. Let's see here. Yes, it shows you how to do the you can download the probate letter and do all that in there too. Awesome. Appreciate all the love and support. Awesome. So, it's all in the free court. Literally, that's all you have to say. Oh, also, by the way, so if you're on the Zach Ginn channel, there will be no Zach Ginn live stream, unfortunately. Very sad. This Sunday, I'm gonna try to do it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I'll be out of the country, and so Rick's gonna have his on Monday.
Yeah,
and then Tuesday it's gonna be Rick, and then Thursday it's gonna be only Rick, which is crazy. So I'll be out of the country. I'm hopping around. So Rick will be doing next week.
He's nervous, what I might say.
No, you'll be fine. And then I'll be on the Sunday after. So just FYI, I won't be here next week, but I'll be here the week after. So yeah, Michael, there we go.
Is that better?
A little
there
better.
You go, man.
What's going on?
How you doing?
Good. How are you? So I was.
Oh yeah.
I put a shirt on. Flip the quick shirt.
That's
There we
right.
go.
You made up.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. So yeah, I was talking to you yesterday, and I had sent you an email about that deal I found over in Brevard.
The Hurricane. The Guru's got him.
There you go.
I think so. So here's what.
Oh boy.
Michael, we lost you there. So
Me?
Your connection's pretty rough.
Oh Lord. That's awesome. But yeah, hey, whatever. He sent me a deal in Merritt Island. I asked him for the address. I didn't get the address for it, but yeah.
I guess resend it.
Let's see here. When is the? Oh, okay. We're back on.
Okay, sorry about that. So when I filled out the agreement, and I got down to the part where I put 0 down, and then I put down that I was buying it as 200K or whatever. And then when she got the agreement, I sent it over to her last night. She was wanting me to put down like 10K. And so she was a landlord. She was like, I want you to put down 10K. And then I told her, well, this is how we do all of our agreements. I tried to explain to her, like, you don't have nothing to worry about. Long story short, she ended up going with someone else because they put down like 5K, and then they offered her a little bit of money. So it's a learning curve. Like I said, I'm still trying to step out doing my own deals instead of partnering up with everyone else every deal, which ain't a bad thing. So I just wanted to know, like, how I could have rebutted that as far as telling her, like, she wanted 10K down. Like, I know obviously the end buyer is going to be the one to send their EMD in. And then on my end, she's seeing that I had put 0 down. So I'm just trying to figure out how to navigate that for the next time.
So Michael, in the first part, unfortunately, I got away with 0 for a long time. Like I do this in different time, but even then I do between $100 and $500 on average. So
right.
The problem is 0. It freaks people out. It
does.
The problem is you put the obstacle up right there, and then she's going to give you a bigger obstacle to overcome. So the easiest way to overcome this, honestly, put down $200 to $500, and then you could also write in the contract if you want to. So if it's a risky deal, meaning you're not sure about it, I put, listen, EMD will be funded right after the inspection. So you can float yourself. In the real estate contracts, there's a point in there realtors negotiate when you fund the EMD. And it can be as little as immediately to 30 to 60 days. So here's the problem is if you make the deposit an issue, by putting 0, you kind of go, hey, people freak out about that.
Yeah.
So You're better off putting $100 doesn't even, I put like 250. And here's what I say, listen, it's just a deposit to open up escrow and to pull title. I'm focusing on the 200K. That's what I want to get you. The deposit is not going to get your house sold. So that you understand what a buyer, what a seller looks at your deposit. Why do they look at what are they thinking when they see deposit?
I guess they're looking at it for like security reasons.
There you go. So just don't give them a bone. Like when you put 0,
Yeah.
they're going to battle you right off the bat. If you put in a number, whatever you confidently believe, you go, listen, this is the amount we do to open up escrow and to go ahead and pull the title. I want to get this thing sold for you and get this off your plate and get your 200 grand. Let's focus on getting it sold. You just got to move past it, because if you get in that battle, the deposit is not going to win you, but a 0 is most likely going to kill you. I'll tell you that up front. And so if you don't have the money for it, either get a partner. I'm not trying to like make it difficult for you,
Right.
or delay the funding for it. So maybe in 7 to 10 days. So if you had like a 30-day inspection, you could put deposit due in 3 weeks. That's it.
Gotcha.
Like you got to get through it. Like, listen, honestly, landlords are notoriously difficult on deposits because remember, they collect security deposits all day from their tenants. They're used to buying properties. So they're going to be a little bit more seasoned anyways. So if I know I'm going with a landlord, I'm probably going to start at 250, maybe do 500. Now, what if they sell you the house 50 cents on the dollar and they tell you need 10 grand? What are you going to do?
Definitely partner up.
There, just call us. Like, don't ever let a deposit be the final block of a great deal. A marginal deal, like you go, it ain't going to happen, you know? So let me ask you this. What do you think the average deposit is on a traditional real estate transaction with a realtor, percentage wise?
Was it like 6%?
It's like 1%.
1.
So like the most she could ever expect is really $2,000. Now, if you give me a better deal, I'll go up on the deposit, because the deposit, other than the funding, doesn't really cost me anything. So you guys get in like pissing wars over deposits all the time. Make sure you put something down so you don't throw them a bone to like attack you, and then just go through it. Focus on the end result where they're going. We're opening up escrow. This allows us to pull title. I got to see and still get through the inspection period, or you can delay and fund it just before or after the inspection. Does that help you out a little bit?
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're in a society where like the 0, just everybody freaks out. And
Yeah.
Right. So I used to do $10 and hand them a $10 bill, and I'd write down the serial number. That's how I was taught originally. And that deals didn't stick on that. The $100, that was woo. So I think the 0 just killed your deal. I'm going to be brutally honest.
Yeah, it did.
So it didn't matter what you put down. Like she didn't trust you. So she put up, you did 0, she did 10 grand. It's like, I'm going to buy your house for $1 and they want $1 million. You guys are miles apart, and you did the hardest part, negotiating the right price. So just keep that in mind in the future. Okay.
All right. Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Thank
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. And also, make sure they make a yes or no decision once you present them the EMDs. Like, but I digress. So, guys, 50K by Christmas. Go to freehwholesaling.com. Learn to wholesale real estate absolutely for free. And I will see you next two Tuesdays from now. Jeez.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys.
I'll be posting from the countries I go to, but we'll see. I'll see you guys soon. So just don't be freaked out. There's no live stream Sunday. It's not that I hate you, but I might try something. Who knows? We'll see. Impromptu. Yeah. But Rick will be on, and
we'll have fun.
It'll be fun. And so Rick's gonna be on the Discord call tomorrow.
Yes.
So
be nice.
If you go to ZachDiscord.com, you can actually see Rick live at 8 o'clock, not recorded. Pretty dang cool. ZachDiscord.com, and we'll see you soon.